This Just Drive segment is sponsored by Michigan Auto Law. October is known to be a pretty spooky month with Halloween festivities, putting the scare in everything from haunted houses to corn mazes, but it turns out October is also a pretty scary time for you on the roads. It's known for hosting the most pedestrian-involved car accidents than any other month. Today I'm joined by attorney Brandon Hewitt to learn more. Brandon, thanks so much for being here today.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. And I'm terrified right now because we're in October now, so we should really be keeping our eyes peeled. But can you tell me, is this a new finding, or has it been like a long known fact that October is kind of the scariest month for car accidents with pedestrians?
So it's been known to us in the legal profession and probably the safety profession, but not very well known probably in the general public that October is a really dangerous time and actually the most dangerous throughout the year.
Wow.
And it's a trend that's kind of been getting worse over the last few years.
Okay, and so why is that? What are the causes there? Why is this so dangerous?
Yeah, well, so the last 3-4 Octobers, we've seen almost 300 deaths just in Michigan.
Wow.
Right? Or sorry, 300 crashes just in Michigan, 6,000 fatalities across the country in the last 2 years. So what we think is there's no real absolute idea of what's happening, but what we think is probably shorter days.
Right.
Shorter days, the sun's going down earlier, and people are still outside, thankfully. It's nice out, and people are just still out there. And thankfully, we have a much more active community.
Right.
And so there's just a lot of people taking advantage of the nice weather, but shorter days.
And I know one thing that I love when you come here is you relay this all back to GR. So where should we be watching for? Where are kind of the dangerous spots to be?
Probably what you would probably think of, right? So Division. I think everybody knows Division is an extremely busy road, both for cars and pedestrians. You see people on the sidewalks all the time. And Fuller and Fulton. And just happens to be that Division intersects with right there, so probably a pretty dangerous spot.
Right, so you got to watch out.
Yep.
And I know that Grand Rapids has been doing a really awesome job. They have the Heads Up GR movement. Can you tell me what else they've been doing to kind of help this cause?
Yeah, so GR and Arbor actually are kind of taking the lead on trying to keep everybody safe out there. So Heads Up GR is something that's started by the city and the mayor, thankfully, really behind it. And what they're just trying to do is educate the public. So we have these new laws that the city and the state implemented where cars have to yield to pedestrians in crosswalks, whether they're marked or not. Sounds like common sense, but now it's the law.
But sometimes we need to be reminded a few times.
Exactly. And also, cars have to give wider room when they pass bicyclists.
Right.
So Heads Up GR, I think, is just a really great PR campaign to let people know that it's dangerous out there.
Absolutely. And I know you brought some safety tips for us. Can we pull them up on screen really fast, and do you want to go over them?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
So the first one here is that for pedestrians, bicyclists, and motorists, be careful when driving in non-daylight hours. And that's what we talked about before, where it's just darker sooner than you expect.
Right.
And it kind of sneaks up on you. Don't take for granted that just because it's dusk that the cars can see you. The second is if you've been drinking, even as a pedestrian, call an Uber or a Lyft or a taxi.
Right.
A lot of times we think we can walk over to the next place of business, just call somebody. And then probably third, it's very, very obvious, but eliminate the distractions. We're not just talking about distracted driving.
Right.
You see people walking down the sidewalks, bumping into each other because they're texting on
their
cell
phones. Yep,
all the
absolutely.
time. Just pay attention to what you're doing. It's common sense again, but just reminding yourself of these easy things, we can prevent a lot of tragedies.
Wonderful. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Brandon, for joining me
Thanks so
today. Absolutely. For more information, you can head on to our website, 13onyourside.com.